Hey everybody, it's Carl. Welcome to the bathroom Monday night. We're gonna do a Silky Smooth Monday scrape, whatever. Gotta get a shave in before work. Didn't get a chance to video yesterday because it was my busy Sunday morning, and my alarm didn't go off at all. So I'm playing catch up like always. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope the beginning of your week was good. And let's get shaving. Before I get too far into this, I had a request on one of my videos by a viewer. Goes by the screen name Mr. Impala 59 Omar Mera. He asked, how do you load the Annie hair shaper? It's pretty simple. You get your hair shaper blade, comes like so. You get your shavette or the Annie, or WEC, or there's a couple different styles, and you just slide the blade in with the thick end towards the spine. You just slide that blade in. I always give it a tap with my thumb to make sure it's sitting even, and pushed all the way down. That's it. Not super difficult. It's just a slide in blade, and then when you're done, this particular model has a little button or a slider, and then you just slide the blade out and you're done. So it's that simple. The only problem, like I said, I've had with this particular one is when I'm shaving, sometimes I kick the blade out by that. All right, so hope that was helpful. If you have any more questions, man, give me a shout. Sorry if I'm shiny. I am fresh out of the shower. I had my workout and I can't stop sweating. 104 degrees today here in Texas. My AC is not keeping up. Probably also doesn't help that, you know, I'm fat and sweaty. Anyway, let's get shaving. What are we gonna do tonight? Well, the same old soap. It's getting less. That ring of death is getting bigger. Omega Boar 10,089 for the shaver. I'll be doing the Focus R21 Evolution. It's got a brand new half PermaSharp blade for the post. I don't know what I'm going to be doing for the post. Probably, because it's right here, just some Lubriderm. Lubriderm men's face, body, and aftershave balm. All right, let's get going. Whew. Anyway, what can I say? It was a good Monday. It's a good Sunday. Church was good. We had our service. We had a couple of guest young preachers come in from Triple S Ranch, which is a men's recovery ministry. I don't remember exactly where they're from. They work with men who are struggling with drug addiction and things of that nature. Not family violence, but family problems, to kind of help them sort out their issues and get them on the track to be the men that God has called them to be. So it's a pretty cool thing. Two young guys. I don't know how long either one of them had been preaching, but they will definitely be successful in their called career. They both did a really good job. And then, so we did our normal church services. I drove around the city, picking up and dropping off. Played a few games afterwards, after the evening service. Had some sandwiches. It was just good. It was a good Sunday. And then today, meal prep, workout, errands, all the stuff that I should have done Saturday, but didn't. Caught up on a few shaving videos today. I don't know about caught up, because I'm never really caught up anymore. All right, I think that's a good enough lather. Let's get going. Man, it feels like it's been forever since I've had a shavette shave. Hopefully I won't slice my face off. Got 24 hours growth. I did have a shave yesterday. I used my vintage Chic Corona. Twist to open, very mild, thus I have quite a bit of stubble to get rid of today. Oh, and I just cut myself. Son of a gun. See, that's what happens when you're not paying attention and you get out of practice. And I'm hot and I'm tired and my hands are sweaty and shaky and slick because I'm trying to take better care of myself in general. You guys know I'm working out and trying to eat better and lose some weight. Started a new general health regime where taking multivitamins just to supplement what I'm not getting in the food I eat, because let's be honest, no matter how well you eat, you never really get all the things you need. And I've also started trying to take better care of my skin. So I'm starting to moisturize and exfoliate. After the showers, and that's probably one of the reasons why I'm so dang greasy right now, because I got out and I put lotion on, trying to heal up some of this, you know, 43-year-old, am I 43 or 44? I don't even know. I'm 44 now. That's right, I just had a birthday. Some of the sun damage and haggardness. So trying to get used to that, and because it's miserable hot, I can't finish putting lotion on my arms and my legs and all the places that the lotion needs to go before I start sweating, and then I just become a greasy mess. It's ridiculous. Why am I telling you guys this? I don't know. You guys don't care about my grooming routine? Well, except for the shaving part, I imagine. That's why you tune in. That and to hear me flap my yap about randomness. Shave is not going so well. Some weepers already. Guess you can't have great shaves all the time, huh? Good enough for government work. That is indeed what I do. All right, so what else has been going on in the past week since I saw you? That's really about it, man. Still doing my rucking. Trying not to get hit by cars. I wish I had a better route, but hey, I live where I live, and it's just not worth it to me to pack all that stuff and stop at a park on the way home, because the parks around here aren't that great. And I kind of like to finish at home. That way I can peel off the sweaty clothes and hop in the shower, have a nice cold Gatorade, and crawl into bed. Second pass. So yeah, so you guys know I hike on the side of the highway, and never fails. Cars like to drive on the shoulder for some reason, no matter how much reflective and flashy flash and headlamps I wear, they still come at me head on, which is fantastic. But all I can do is be as safe as I can, take all the precautions I know how, and leave the rest of it in God's hands. But like I said, I got reflectors on my bag. I wear a headlamp. I've got a flashing red light on the rear of my backpack. I'm trying to find some more white lights to put on the shoulder straps. I'm gonna be looking like a runway walking down the road. That might be why people keep trying to run into me. They're like moths drawn to the flame. And I also wear my emergency ID in case I get hit and can't talk. It's got a website that the emergency people can log into and has all my emergency contacts and medical history and all that good stuff. So what you gonna do? Alright, pass number 2. I wish I could stop sweating. Alright, any of you viewers out there who are more versed in the post-shower skincare regime, do you have any tips for me so that I'm just not a greasy mess? Because it's really kind of bugging me. Third pass. I need to go back to the puck. This is a hungry little hog. I guess it's just still not properly broken in because it does like to eat lather. Cut my lip. It's awful red. Guess I'll find out later. Didn't feel it. All right, last pass. So anyway, look at that. Just, when you're sweating your soap off, things are going poorly. I don't think I sweated like this in the shave since I first started wet shaving, and I was nervous and sweaty, and I used to not shave with the door open. Wait, I used to shave with the door closed. That's it. Hey, you guys see my Total Gym back there? That thing hates me. I love it. It's a freaking torture device. Chuck Norris is no joke. I've been doing it, like I said, for the past, I don't know, 3 weeks, 2 days a week for an hour each time. So I do it on Mondays and Thursdays, and then Tuesdays and Fridays I do my rucks, and then Wednesdays, because I got church right after work, there's no workout because I don't get home until almost 9 o'clock after church. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm too lazy to do it on that. And then Saturday is kind of an active recovery day. I try and do, like, I don't know, some yoga, archery, swimming. Although this apartment complex, you guys have heard me say, my apartment complex is going downhill. The past couple times I've gone to swim, that pool is gross. I went out there this morning to try and catch a swim just because I felt like getting wet. The water was cloudy. It was literally just, it was cloudy, and that's disgusting. And I said, nope, not gonna swim in it. So I came back inside, drank some coffee. But yeah, so now you guys know my skincare routine, my shaving routine, and my workout routine. So why don't I go ahead and tell you guys about my food this week, because I'm sure you're dying to know. It's a boring week of food. Butterflied, garlic and herb, pork chops, Brussels sprouts, brown rice and chopped spinach, or turkey burger patty, brown rice, broccoli, and green beans. You might say, hey, that's kind of boring. Yeah, it is, but it's easy to cook. It keeps my calories in check. It's easy to portion out. That is what it is. You know, I watched one of Kai Triska's videos earlier, and he's kind of doing his fitness and stuff, and he was talking about calorie counting and macros and MyFitnessPal, and I agree with him. Like, pretty much we're on the same page. You know, he was kind of talking about, you know, if you count your macros, figure out your calories, figure out how much protein, fat, and carbs you need to make your calories for the day, and then you can rotate your food however you want. And you don't get stuck eating the same thing all the time. And I'm gonna do a head shave. You don't get stuck eating the same thing all the time, and eventually you'll learn portion sizes so that you don't have to measure forever. And I agree with him. I personally just try and hit my calorie goal and my protein goal. So I set my protein goal at about 1 gram of protein per pound, or 0.8 to 1 pound of protein, or 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, which is actually probably a little high. It probably should be closer to by kilos, honestly. I usually get about 120 to 150 grams of protein a day. And then fats and carbs, I don't, whatever I get is what I get. Like, I don't track those. Because to me, like he was saying, protein is what you're really after if you're trying to lose weight. That way you're not losing too much muscle as you're decreasing your caloric intake. There are a million different schools of thought on it. That's just kind of what I do, and it's been working so far. My problem is you've heard me say before, I don't have the healthiest relationship with food. I like to binge and overeat and make poor food choices. So for me, until I can develop a better relationship with food, measuring and counting and being a little bit obsessive about it is okay. It works, and I think that's going to be how it is for a while. I am actually starting to get to a point, though, where if I'm out in a social environment, you guys, I told you about not going to eat dinner because I didn't have enough calories left for the day. And while that's a tough choice, it's still the choice I have to make. But I am also getting to the point where I can go out and eat at a restaurant and know that I probably went a little bit over calorie, not know exactly how much I ate, but I can manage my portions a little bit better. And I'm noticing that I don't get that kind of all or nothing thing, like, oh, well, you ate kind of crappy today, so you might as well just keep eating crappy for the rest of the week kind of thing. I'm starting to get past that. So progress, that's all it is. It's a process. It's not an overnight thing. I didn't get fat overnight, and I'm not going to get healthy overnight, both physically and mentally, when it comes to food. So once again, just random rambling. I do have a confession, though, talking about food and poor food choices. I ate fried chicken today, off a meal plan, and that's okay. and it was delicious. They opened a little Korean fried chicken restaurant near my apartment, and I'd been driving by for like weeks and weeks and months, and today I said, I'm gonna eat some fried chicken. And I went in and ordered their 4 drumstick or leg plate with a side of steamed rice. And I got 4 moderately sized drumsticks, deep fried, tossed in habanero, some kind of sweet Asian habanero sauce. It was a perfect combination of like sweet and spicy and greasy, and then just cleanse the palate with the white rice. Fantastic. And I don't feel guilty, so neeny neeny boo boo. But you know, I had to say that because I'm talking about eating healthy and all that stuff, and I don't want anybody who may be, you know, on that same thing thinking, you know, you have to be perfect. But it's delicious. And really, I just wanted to gloat and say that that Korean fried chicken place was fantastic. I can't pronounce the name of it, but I will definitely go back there again when I want to have a little high-calorie day. But hey, I put in my hour on the Total Gym and I burned 1,000 calories. So, and that brings up a good topic or transition. I've been reading a lot, and I wondered this for a while, and I've never done it. But you know how people use like the fitness trackers and the heart rate monitors and all that good stuff, and it kind of tells you what your caloric expenditure for the day was. And so I was always thinking, should you eat back the calories that you burn so that you kind of stay, you know, so that you're not in too big of a calorie deficit. And I read a couple of articles about it, and the general consensus is you should not eat back the calories that your calorie tracker or MyFitnessPal or whatever it is says that you burn, because unfortunately they have found that a lot of those applications and gadgets can be anywhere from 25 to 60% inaccurate, and say that you're overburning, tell you that you burn way more calories than you actually have. So if you get into the habit of trusting that thing to eat back the calories you've burned, it says you've burned off, you may actually end up overeating. So just something to think about. I thought it was an interesting thing, and like I said, sometimes I look at the numbers and I'm like, well man, I can eat I can eat even more. But I wanted to make sure that I had the best information before I started doing that, and it turns out I was on the right track the whole time. All right, beautiful, perfect shave. Also, I have one more confession, and this one's kind of silly, but well, I dropped it. A couple of videos back, Johnny Johansson had done a review of a razor that he used. I can't remember what the brand was, but he had mentioned it was a cartridge razor, and he had kind of mentioned that he had used it to shave part of his body. And I joked with him, you know, in the comments about manscaping, and we should never talk about that stuff again. Well, here's my second confession, guys. I have one of these, and I've had it for a while, and I use it because we were talking about swimming earlier, and this is a back blade, for those of you who don't know. I'm not real self-conscious about my body hair, except for the hair on my back. I think it's disgusting, and in the summer season when I swim, I don't walk around without a shirt, but I swim, and I don't want to be at the pool with a hairy back, and I have a hairy back. So here's my manscaping confession. I have a back blade. I use a back blade, and it's fantastic. So there you go. Once again, I don't know why I mentioned that. I think it's because I used it the other day, and it got me thinking about that video with Johnny and the razor and the manscaping. And I think Jill commented, you know, hey, more men should manscape, whatever. And then I heard an ad on one of the podcasts I listened to for a company called Manscaped, and there you go. Now you guys know my brain is broken. I talk about random things in these videos. You never know what I'm going to say or do or show. So, you know what I eat, how and when I exercise. I am lotioning up my fat body, but I'm a little less hairy on the back, thanks to the back blade. Hey, if you guys haven't tried one of these, I can recommend it. And if you want a review, it'll be kind of gross, but I'll show you how it works. Or I'll try anyway. I don't know about the camera angles, but anyway, if that's something anybody's interested in, let me know. I'll make a video about it. And on that note, thanks for watching this really random Monday rambling, silky smooth shave of nonsense. I appreciate you spending some time with me. I hope I didn't scare you off. Mr. Impala, I hope the Annie hair shave tutorial helped. Also, speaking of manscaping, this thing is fantastic for shaving your shoulders. Yeah, I use that. That's what I use this for as well. Not the same blade though, but I get those little creepers. It bugs me. It's gross. I don't like shoulder hair. I don't like back hair. This is perfect for knocking them down. All right, well, there you go. I don't know. Hope you have a great night. No matter what you do, go spend some time with your friends and family. I really appreciate you watching. I really hope I didn't scare you off. I'll see you next time. Hopefully it won't be quite so random and creepy. Have a great evening. I'll see you later. God bless.